All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at something pretty fascinating, the connection between Nikola Tesla and the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, our source material for this one is a YouTube video called uh, Nikola Tesla Limitless Energy in the Pyramids of Egypt,
Okay.
and it's from the channel After School. This video, it makes some really wild claims.
Oh, really? Like what?
It suggests that Tesla was super interested in the pyramids.
Hmm.
And not just like, oh, cool pyramids, but that they might have been, get this, energy sources.
Whoa, energy sources. Okay.
Yeah, and then it goes even further, talking about connections to like ancient myths and civilizations.
Oh,
Pretty mind-blowing, right?
definitely. I mean, it's fascinating how these like cutting-edge science ideas and ancient mysteries, that all kind of seem to come together here. We're talking about Tesla, this visionary inventor.
Yeah,
And then you have the Great Pyramid, one of the most mysterious structures ever.
I know. I'm so hooked already. So the video starts by talking about Tesla's patent from 1905 for a system that could transmit electrical energy wirelessly.
Oh, wow, wireless.
Wirelessly, yeah. And guess what? The design is triangular.
Triangular, like,
It's like a pyramid.
Oh, okay,
You
interesting.
think that's just a coincidence?
I don't know. That's a good question. The video kind of hints that Tesla, he believed that the Earth itself, the whole planet,
Yeah.
is like a giant electrical generator with all this energy just flowing through it.
So he might have seen the pyramids with their shape and where they are
Right.
as a way to like tap into that energy.
Yeah, that's what they suggest. So instead of tombs or monuments, Tesla might have thought of them like giant power stations.
Whoa, that's wild. But a lot of his work, his research, it disappeared after he died.
Right, in 1943.
It's like, what if he was onto something huge, something they didn't want us to know? Okay, but let's talk about the Great Pyramid for a sec. I mean,
Yeah.
even now, we don't really know how they built it.
It's true.
Mhm.
And with such incredible precision, what was its purpose?
Exactly. And what if it's like hiding messages in its structure?
Oh, like secret messages.
Yeah. Well, one mind-blowing thing is its alignment. It's practically perfectly aligned with true north,
Really?
only off by a tiny fraction, like 360ths of a degree.
Wow, for such a massive structure, that's incredible. Even with today's tech, that'd be tough.
I know. And the video also points out that the pyramid's dimensions, like if you scale them up
Scale them up.
by a factor of 43,200, they match the actual dimensions of the Earth.
Like the Earth's circumference and all that.
Exactly.
Wow, that's wild. And 43,200, doesn't that relate to the Earth's precession cycle?
It does. That wobble on its axis takes like 25,920 years.
Yeah. So the ancients knew about this,
Yeah.
and they put that knowledge into the pyramid.
It seems like it. So it's not just a random pile of rocks. It's encoding like super complex astronomical knowledge.
That's crazy. They must have spent generations just observing and calculating to figure that out.
It's amazing. But the video also thinks there might be even more to it than just astronomy.
Oh, what do they say?
They think it might contain a deeper message, a code maybe, something about the universe, about us, you know?
Like a cosmic secret.
Yeah.
I like it. That kind of goes along with the idea of the pyramid being a storehouse of ancient wisdom.
Right. If it eyes a message, what is it trying to say?
Ooh, good question. Is it a warning? Or a blueprint? Maybe it's like a giant riddle we haven't solved yet.
That would be pretty awesome. The video, it doesn't give a straight answer, but one idea is that the pyramid's geometry, it holds a super deep understanding of, like, the laws of the universe.
Like a blueprint for understanding reality.
Yeah, like instead of words, it's written in math and geometry.
Yeah.
That's pretty mind-blowing. What other secrets could be hidden in those stones?
Who knows? And speaking of secrets and hidden knowledge, remember how the video talked about Tesla and his thing with the numbers 3, 6, and 9?
Oh, yeah. He thought those numbers were, like, the key to the universe or something, right?
Yeah, like a divine code. And guess what? They appear in the pyramid's geometry too.
No way!
And not just there, but in other ancient sites around the world.
So it's not just Tesla being a little, eccentric.
Right. Maybe it was a deep intuition about how reality works, something he was trying to unlock with his inventions.
Intuition about reality, okay, that's heavy. And the video takes it even further, saying these numbers might be the key to understanding. Are you ready for this? Human consciousness itself. Whoa, consciousness, now we're really going deep.
I know, right? Think about it. What if the pyramid wasn't just a tomb or an observatory, but something designed to, like, influence our consciousness through its shape and energy?
You're saying like a giant consciousness-altering machine built thousands of years ago.
It's a crazy idea, but it's pretty cool to think about, right? And you know what? They tie this all back to ancient myths and legends. They say those stories might not be just symbolic, but clues to lost knowledge and advanced
Oh,
civilizations.
I love a good myth. What myths are we talking about here?
They start with a Sumerian myth about these 7 sages who lived before the flood.
Okay.
And their leader, this guy named Enki, he's like a wise figure who survived the flood and taught humans all sorts of stuff. And get this, the Sumerian sages, they're often shown with these, like, man bags that look just like the Ankh symbol.
The Ankh, the Egyptian symbol.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're saying there's a connection between Sumerian and Egyptian mythology.
That's what they're suggesting, like some shared knowledge passed down from way back before recorded history.
I'm with you. And then they bring up the Egyptian myth of Osiris, Isis, and Horus. They say the pyramid might have been built to help bring Osiris back to life.
Osiris, the god of the underworld.
Yeah, the one who gets killed and then brought back by Isis. But how does the pyramid fit in?
Well, the video talks about these ancient texts that describe the pyramid as like a 3-dimensional model of the afterlife.
Right.
A place where souls could be messed with, even resurrected, using some kind of advanced technology.
Hold on, so the pyramid wasn't just a symbol of the afterlife, but a tool for messing with consciousness and energy, maybe even on a cosmic level.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're implying.
Man, this is blowing my mind. I mean, were the ancient Egyptians really that advanced?
It makes you wonder, right? What if they knew things about consciousness in the universe that we're just starting to understand now?
This whole deep dive is taking us on such a wild ride, from Tesla's inventions to ancient myths, the Great Pyramids at the center of it all.
For sure. In the video, it doesn't stop there. They also explore this idea of the language of the future.
The language of the future. Intriguing. What do you think? Telepathy, alien languages.
Not quite, but it's just as mind-blowing. They say the pyramid, it represents this silent language. Yeah, a language based on math and geometry. A language that can communicate across time and cultures. The language of the universe.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying math is a language? I always thought it was just like a way to torture high school students.
It's so much more than that. Math, it describes the fundamental laws of the universe, the patterns and relationships that control everything, from atoms to galaxies. And the pyramid, with its precise geometry and all the astronomical stuff, it might be speaking this language.
Okay, I'm starting to see it. So Tesla, maybe he was trying to understand this language, tap into that ancient knowledge.
That's the idea. He might have seen the pyramid as a key to unlocking a deeper understanding of the universe and its secrets. And the video says this understanding, it could be crucial for humanity's future. Wow, so we've gone from wireless energy to deciphering a cosmic language in the Great Pyramid. This deep dive is intense. But what about us, the listener? What does all this mean for us right now?
I think it challenges us to think outside the box. There might be way more to our history to the universe than we realize. It makes you want to explore, to ask questions, to keep an open mind.
It's wild to think that these ancient structures might have secrets to, like, understanding ourselves and the universe better. It's almost like they're trying to talk to us across time. I know. And that's what's so cool about these mysteries. The pyramids become more than just tombs or monuments to some pharaoh.
Right.
They could be like storehouses of knowledge, energy channels, maybe even something to do with consciousness.
The video, they even talk about, like, evidence of even older structures under the Great Pyramid.
Really?
Like, are we talking a civilization even older than the Egyptians?
It's possible. Think about the Sphinx. Some people think it shows signs of erosion from water,
Okay.
which means it could have been built when there was way more rain, like thousands of years before the Egyptians we know about.
So we could be looking at, like, a lost civilization, one that's way older than anything we know.
And what if they knew things, had technologies that we can't even imagine? It's crazy to think what might be lost.
Let's go back to this idea of the pyramid as a message, though. What kind of message are we even talking about?
Well, the video gives a few ideas.
Mhm.
One is that the pyramid's shape, its geometry, it's like a blueprint for understanding reality itself.
A blueprint. Okay, but how do we even read that?
Remember that number we talked about, 43,200?
Yeah.
The Earth's precession cycle, right? As the Earth wobbles, the stars change position over time.
Oh, yeah.
The ancients were really good at observing the sky, and they understood these cycles.
So, like, the North Star we see now, it won't be the North Star in a few thousand years.
Exactly. And the ancients, they put that knowledge that the Earth is always moving and changing, they encoded that in the pyramid.
Like they're trying to tell us about our place in the universe, how everything's connected.
And not just connected, but constantly moving, changing. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, the video suggests that this message isn't just about understanding the universe, it's about understanding ourselves, too.
Our potential, you mean?
Yeah, like, do we have the same power as a pyramid?
What if we do? If the pyramid can hold so much knowledge, be a channel for energy and consciousness, what does that say about us?
Hmm.
We're part of the universe too, right? We're made of the same stuff as the stars.
We're all made of stardust. I like that. Makes me feel connected to everything, but also kind of overwhelmed, you know?
I get it. This whole conversation is like cosmic level exploration.
We're questioning history, science, even what we're capable of. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next? Do we book a flight to Egypt? Start studying the pyramids ourselves?
Maybe not. The video says the answers we're looking for, they might also be inside us.
So it's not just about some message out there, but something inside us, too.
Right. We're all part of this huge cosmic picture. We have a role to play. The video encourages us to, trust our gut, explore different ways of thinking, connect with the wisdom we all have.
I'm definitely feeling inspired to learn more. This deep dive from Tesla to ancient myths, it's been a trip.
It's been amazing, and it's not over yet. They end by talking about the Sphinx, remember? What secrets might that hold?
The Sphinx, oh man, that's a whole other deep dive. Can't wait to see where that goes.
Until then, let's keep exploring, keep asking questions. There's so much to discover out there.
You know, wrapping up our look at Tesla and the Great Pyramid, it's incredible how much we've talked about. Started with just a YouTube video, and now it's lost civilizations, the language of the universe.
I know, right?
Even our own potential.
It really shows you how powerful these mysteries are. They just grab you and make you think about things in a whole new way.
One of the craziest things we talked about is how the pyramid might be like a time capsule of knowledge from a civilization that was way more advanced than we thought.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what else we're missing about the past, you know?
What if we've totally underestimated what our ancestors were capable of? What if they knew way more about science and technology, even consciousness?
That makes you feel kind of small, doesn't it?
It does. And what about this language of the future idea?
Hmm.
That math and geometry have all these hidden truths about the universe.
Yeah, the video really emphasized that.
And the pyramids themselves prove it, right? They're perfect math and how they line up with the stars. It's a language that goes beyond time and culture. And maybe we can understand it too if we just open our minds.
Do you think that's what Tesla was trying to do? Tap into that ancient knowledge, connect science and spirituality?
He was definitely ahead of his time. Maybe he saw something in the pyramids, a connection to something deeper that most people just missed.
This whole deep dive has left me with this sense of awe, you know? There's so much more out there and inside us to discover.
That's really what it's all about, that feeling of wonder, being willing to question what you think you know and just keep exploring.
Absolutely. So to everyone listening, if this got you thinking, keep digging, keep asking questions. Don't be afraid to consider new ideas.
There's a whole universe of amazing things waiting to be found. And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to uncover the next big secret. The journey is just as important as what you find at the end, right?
That's a great way to put it. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
This was my pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring.